Hey guys, it's Erica or Banded Twin, and it is April 17th, 2013, and I'm here with my 12-week post-op lap band update. All right, guys, it's been a quite of a learning experience week for me. I've had a couple things going on that I want to talk about this week. The first thing was I had a fill on Friday, and I'm up to 5.5 cc's, and I was really tight on Friday, and so I stayed with liquids, of course, Friday, and then Saturday I decided to stay with liquids because I was really tight. And then on Sunday I started mushies. I did get hungry. I was at church and I had some almonds, and they did okay, but after I think I had like 10 almonds, oh my goodness, I thought I'd eaten so much. I was pretty full. But mostly stuck with soft, mushy foods and did fine. On Monday, I decided it was time to have protein and solid protein, and but I still felt really tight. So I had a protein shake in the morning, and I had a yogurt for lunch, a Greek yogurt. But by dinner time, I thought, okay, I need to get more protein in. And I wasn't hungry at all between meals, which was wonderful. This is what I've been wanting. So I decided just to have a soft protein. I had tuna fish with a hard-boiled egg for extra protein. Mashed that all up with a little bit of light Miracle Whip. And yeah, I started eating way too fast. And after the third bite, I felt pain in my chest down here, like everyone describes as like a stuck feeling. And then immediately I got a brain freeze, like when you drink something really cold. Holy cow, it was horrible. My head just throbbed, and I'm like going, oh my goodness, what is this? But that went away after about a minute, and the pain in my chest went away. And at that point, I felt miserable. And I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm not even hungry. Here, put my tuna fish back in the fridge. And 3 minutes later, I had like this little burp, and this ball of slime came out. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I just PB'd. This is what PBing is all about. I had my very first PB episode. No food came out or anything like that. It was just some slime. So I'm assuming that is a PB. And I mean, I knew eventually it was going to happen to me. I had not been eating slow, and I have not been chewing very well, because I could eat my regular way like I did before surgery until this last fill. So yeah, it was quite an experience for me on Monday. Also, well, actually, before I go any further, let me give you my numbers. I started off last week at 250.6, and this week I am 247.8. So that is a 2.8 pound loss, and I am happy with that, bringing my total to 43 pounds since January. And so I'm, really celebrating that right now, and happy about that. So back to my eating. This week I've been really frustrated on Sunday and Monday and Tuesday. Well, not Tuesday, but Sunday and Monday, just because I could only have 2 or 3 bites of something, and there was no way I could eat anymore. And I thought, this is not how it's supposed to be. I want to be able to eat a half a cup of food, or even, an ounce of meat. And I couldn't even eat an ounce of meat. And I was getting really frustrated and feeling sort of like, okay, I need to unfill. But then I started feeling like, oh, I'm such a failure. I come this far just to get unfill, and I just was beating myself up. And then I remembered my good friend Laura Eve, and I messaged her and spoke with her about some, her experience and stuff, and she just really put me at ease. And so, Laura, thank you. Thank you for talking and messaging me, because it really helped, and you made me realize, no, I'm not a failure. This is a long, forever life journey. I'm going to have fills and unfills and fills and unfills, and it's okay. That's just the way it's going to be. Sometimes our bodies are going to make that band so tight we have to get an unfill, and other times we're going to be starving. So just a process that I'm learning. So thank you, Laura, again for all your advice. So I had decided that on next Monday, because my doctor's out of town this whole week, so I was going to call because I don't want to be miserable. And 3 or 4 bites of food was making me miserable. And but I'm happy to report that that was on Monday. On Tuesday, I was able to eat all my regular food, solid protein. I ate a lot less than I have been eating. Before I was eating 2-3 cups of food. Now I'm only able to eat half a cup to maybe 3/4 of a cup of food, and it takes me about 30 minutes, and I chew like crazy, and I'm doing great, and I get full, and I can put the food away, and I'm full for 4 to 6 hours in between meals, and that's exactly what I've been looking for. I just got to remember to chew, and I have to remember to eat slowly, and go back to the basics of what we've learned at the beginning of our journeys. And yeah, I am thrilled that I've been able to do so much better Tuesday and today. I had fish tonight, and I was able to eat 3 ounces of fish, and it was wonderful. Now, I couldn't eat my vegetables, and I couldn't eat anything else. I was only able to get the protein in because I was really full. And I'm not quite where I want to be, but I think with a few more days, I'll be able to get that protein and that vegetable in, and things are, doing good. So that's what happened to me this week. Another interesting thing that happened to me this week was my port. Sunday night, I was laying in bed, and I had pain in my port area. I'm like, what in the world? I did not work out at all Sunday. It's my day of rest. I don't do any ab or core exercises because I know you should wait till about 6 months post-op, and I'm only about 3 months post-op. So I laid down and I felt my port, and truly, guys, let me show you. If this is my stomach, this was my port. It literally was sticking out like this, and it looked like instead of being round, it was on its side, and I could grab it and try to make it go flat again. It was crazy. It was painful. I was, of course, hyperventilating and getting scared, going, oh my gosh, I just flipped my port. I have to have surgery again. I have no money. How am I going to survive? I mean, it was awful. You think the worst when something like that happens. And so I knew I needed to, contact a friend. Banded Mama was still awake. It was late at night. And I know she is a night owl, thank goodness. And I texted Banded Mama and thank you, Lily, for, your kind words, your support, and just being there when I needed to, let off some steam because I was so scared. And I did get up and start walking around, and it sort of went flat, and I was just tired. At this time, it's like 11:30, almost midnight. I finally got into bed and fell asleep. Got up early Monday morning, and of course we had a horrible winter snowstorm, which delayed school by 2 hours, and apparently doctors could not get into the hospital because I called first thing in the morning, and they had said the doctors and nurses have not gotten into that department yet because of the snowstorm. So I left a message, and finally my doctor got in around 11 o'clock in the morning. She called me at 11:30. We talked about it. At that point, my port had gone flat. It still felt weird, but not painful. And it's pretty much there's not much we can really do until she wants to access it for a fill to find out if it's flipped or not. So as long as I'm not in a lot of pain, sorry guys. As long as I'm not in a lot of pain, we're just going to let it go for now. And I'm not in much pain at all. And I did take another rest day on Monday, so no exercise those 2 days. And I was able to exercise 35 minutes Tuesday and 45 minutes today. Just working back up to my hour a day fitness routine. I didn't want to push it because it's still pretty sore. So that's something else that happened to me this weekend. Crazy week for me this week, but I'm learning. It's all part of my journey, and I'm learning to get through it. So thanks again, you guys, for everything. Thank you to all of you. And Mandy, I can see your comments now. Your new phone is wonderful and it does not send it to spam anymore. So keep commenting, girl, because it's so nice to be able to read what you have to say. And hope you guys are all doing well. Georgie, great to see you again. Glad that you're back and making videos. And you look great. And I love the color on you. So keep it up, girl. All right, guys. Have a great week. And I will talk to you guys all next week. Bye.